Yeah.
This computer. Hey guys, welcome back to I know this is our first episode for first episode for 2026. So much information that we have to put out and let you guys know what's going on with Warrior Nation. Take a Warrior Fishing Inc. is kicking off. We have so much information to push out to you guys, and I'm excited. How about you, Kaylee? You pumped up?
I'm so pumped. I can't believe that next week is March already. But yes,
Wow.
2026 is kicking off and it's off to the races for us for sure. What's happening here?
Dwayne, are you pumped up for 2026?
Squirrel.
Yeah, a little bit. It's flying though. It's crazy.
March is next week. I wasn't kidding.
I messaged Ken the other day and said, whose idea was it to do back-to-back events?
Yours. Literally yours.
It was.
What was that response, Dwayne? You.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good. It's going to be a fun year. We got a lot. It's a lot to do, but it's going to be fun. We're meeting a lot of people in South Carolina. We're meeting a lot of people. We're just meeting a lot of people, so it's going to be fun.
Everywhere.
Worth it.
That's right.
Getting warriors out on the water. That's the whole point, right?
Yep, that's going to be cool.
Right. And just real quick for you guys that are new, make sure if you haven't subscribed to this awesome channel, please hit the subscribe button now, like our videos, and comment on our podcast. Again, if there's something that you want to see on our podcast, or if you have a question, please just write it down in the comments below. We will be sure to answer and address everything that is brought up. So let's, Dwayne, I'm going to let you kind of summarize everything, what's going on for 2026. I know there's just a lot.
Yeah, I should probably share the actual maybe when you do your magic you can show that flyer that shows all the events, but just for fishing events this year, we've got 6. We got one coming up here March 27th in Greenwood, South Carolina, followed by April 19th at Jordan Lake, North Carolina, followed by May 16th in Beaufort, North Carolina, inshore, offshore saltwater fishing. Then we take the summer off. We come back in September 26th, whatever that, I think it's the 26th, that Saturday in Lake Okeechobee, Virginia. And then we go October 17th at Sharon Harris, which is their flagship event. And then we're ending November 7th in Belhaven with this speckled trout. Just want to, since I mentioned speckled trout, I do want to throw out a caveat that it is closed right now. The speckled trout season did get closed because of the stunt. The same thing happened last year. We're going to be fine for Belhaven, and we'll be fine for May. The difference is in May, we'll have to do catch and release just like we did last year. So it'll be just fine. We'll still be able to do the event. You just won't be able to bring the trout to the weigh station, which is fine. In addition to all the fishing events, Ken, Kaylee, and a bunch of other crews are going next weekend. Well, not next weekend, Thursday, heading to Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, to Greenville, South Carolina for the NEO, I believe, Expo.
NOE.
So our first time doing an out-of-state event. So thank you guys for leading that. And then March 14th, I believe, St. Patrick's Day, that Saturday, I'll be in Emerald Isle doing the Emerald Isle Festival. April 25th, I believe that was the date. We have been invited to be a recipient of our partner with the VEMA Motorcycle Club. They do a golf charity event, and they want us to be the recipient and partner for that. So that's April 25th. September will be our barbecue fundraiser at the Fuquay Arena Legion. And I'm sure I've left out something.
Got the Clinton Barbecue Fest.
Clinton Barbecue Festival in the first weekend or second weekend in October, and then we also and then October the weekend after the 27th, whatever. Weekend after the 17th, so the 24th or 25th, one of those days. Actually, I think it's the 24th and 25th. We got invited back to Belhaven for their trout festival that's set up
Mhm.
there. And then in the end of the year, we'll do another parade or two. So a big full year going on with us is amazingly crazy. So I
Yeah,
think, was that a summarization or was that
you
a
did a great job. I'm proud of you.
That was good. That was good, man. Kaylee, do you have
Yeah, we're
anything to add to
pretty.
that?
No, we're pretty excited. I know that a lot of people were disappointed in expo season getting canceled because of the snow apocalypse. So I'm pretty sure the turnout in South Carolina is going to be pretty awesome. So we're stoked to get down to Greenville this weekend. Our first event is March 26th in Greenville adjacent Lake Greenwood. 27, whatever. It's that weekend in March. We're going to be there the whole damn weekend. So come
Right.
see
Yeah.
us. We'll be hanging out at Fishbones. And so I'm excited to connect with a lot of folks in that community and get the word out about warrior fishing and hopefully make the Lake Greenwood event pretty epic. How many boats do we have registered for that event already? Do we have a head count? Where are
Yeah,
we at?
I'll tell you. Hold on. And by the way, I forgot an event. You mentioned the cancelizations. Is
Oh yeah,
July. I don't remember the actual date, but
the
July.
11th,
What is it?
11th and 12th. 11th and
the
12th.
11th and 12th
We will
Yep.
be back in Greenville, North Carolina, um,
for the
doing
Mid Atlantic.
the Mid Atlantic, which I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's my hypothesis is it's going to be really hot and people want to get out of the water. Let me get out of the sun and come hang out with us, or it's going to be summertime and nobody wants to come. We currently have 46 boaters signed up for
Not
Greenville.
bad.
Yeah,
Not bad for a
Yeah.
first event, and so hopefully we can get
No.
more.
And I think that's going to change too once we go to the expo because
Yeah,
my buddy lives in South Carolina and he says that is like literally the biggest. It's kind of like the Raleigh Bass and Saltwater Expo. It's like one of the biggest ones in the state, and it's like the Flagstaff Expo for South Carolina. So I have no doubt those numbers will change after this weekend.
yeah, I agree. It'll definitely change, no doubt.
Right.
yeah,
And it's going to be awesome connecting with a whole new community, a whole new state. I mean, like you said,
Yeah.
this is the first time that Pickle Warrior Fishing Inc. has crossed state lines to do anything that like what we do in person, like we do here in North Carolina. So that's going to be exciting.
And I guess I'd sent,
yeah.
you guys know, but I guess I really haven't said it. I mean, the article kind of said it that was in the newspaper, but some of you may be wondering why Greenwood, South Carolina, of all places, why did we choose Greenwood? So I went to college in Greenwood and spent a lot of time on that lake when I was there. When I started this nonprofit, one of the goals I set was have an event at that lake. And a small back, I didn't really have to mention you guys, but really another goal that I have is have a event at every lake that I lived at. And I've lived a lot of places.
I was just
But
gonna say that.
but no, really it's Greenwood, which we've got Sharon Harris, we've already got, and the next big one would be High Rock, which is
Yeah.
in Salisbury, Lexington. So that, and then obviously the coast. I live at the coast, so we've got the major areas that I've lived. It's just High Rock will be the next one on the list that would have to knock out, which is a really good catfishing and crappie fishing lake. So
We get a lot of people ask about High Rock, so
yeah,
it'll be fun to add that
Um,
event hopefully next year.
yeah,
This will also be the first time the Greenville Expo will be the first time because the other expos were canceled that you will see our new Take a Warrior Fishing jerseys and hoodies out in the wild, which I'm
right.
stoked about. I can't wait to get mine this weekend. So definitely come check them out. I don't remember what jersey it was that won, but it wasn't number one, and that's all that matters.
One Ken's wearing.
Yeah.
Hey, did
I
you get
really
the
love that white
sweatshirts by
one.
the way?
I get them tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Yep. Stoked
awesome.
for that. But yeah, it'll be they're up on the website now, so you can order them. But if you're gonna be in Greenville this weekend, you can swing by the booth and grab some for sure.
That is a fact of life. And we're excited, man. We got like I think what 5 of us that are attending, and then we have
Mhm.
I think Rich Hastings is coming on Saturday morning, then Chris Hightower, our new
Yep.
director of voter relations, is coming pretty much all day Saturday. So that's like
Eric.
7. And Eric on Friday,
Mhm.
Chockler, a warrior. So
No, I'm talking about Eric Klink. He's coming too.
Eric,
Klink.
that's part
Yep.
of the 5, yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be awesome. We got Trey, Kaylee, myself, Don, Julio will be there. We're gonna be carpooling the whole way. So that's 4 hours of just
Nice.
I don't know yet.
I love
We'll
that for
see.
y'all.
Hey,
We'll see.
Kaylee, Is
Yes,
it
dear.
too late to get another shipment to your drop-off location to get to you by Thursday?
No,
Okay,
if you can do it tomorrow.
I can.
Yeah.
I forgot to put two small shirts in the box.
I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad.
Yeah,
It's been 2 years.
yeah, I got 'em.
That's,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Drop them off tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
all right. So let me ask you all a question. If say like someone like sees all this and they just want to know how do they volunteer to be at our events or in general how to volunteer, where would they go? I guess that's a
Yeah, I mean,
question.
we're pretty easy to get a hold of. You can reach out to us on any of our social media platforms. You can email us at communityoutreach@warriorfishing.org. I'm happy to run anybody through all of the volunteer opportunities that we have. We definitely need people to show up to our events, getting folks organized and in the right place at the right time so we can blast off on time is really important at our events. Plus, also, once everybody gets out in the water, we flip the event so that we can get all the raffles and all the food and all everything ready. So we've got plenty of time. You can volunteer with us at our events. The biggest and best way you can volunteer is obviously your time as an angler or a volunteer boater and get warriors out in the water, whether it's at our events or in our one-on-one program. So those are easy ways to volunteer. A lot of companies also will match volunteer hours with a monetary donation. So make sure you're checking that out. Reach out to your HR person, your boss, your mentor, whoever it is that you work with. A lot of organizations are registered with Deed or Benevity, or you have your own platform, For Good, Network for Good, all of the things. We're registered on all of the big donor match sites. So if you do want to come out and volunteer with us, make sure you check with your workplace and see if they have a donor match program. We can validate community service hours. So if your kids are in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or any of those programs, we welcome everybody to come hang out with us at our events or volunteer their time for one-on-one trips. So you can reach out to us, like I said, any of our social media platforms or any of our emails or commenting on our podcast videos. We are available to you quite literally at all times. So that's how you can
That's
volunteer with us.
very true. And if same thing if you're a warrior or a boater, if you're like warriors, like how do I get be part of this? Just same thing Kaylee just said. Just reach out to us boaters. You want to, you don't know what we're about, but you want to know. You want to be part of something awesome. Same thing. It's available to everybody. Just like I always tell people, now you know. Now you know. All right. So let's talk sponsorships, Dwayne. How are we doing on sponsors this year? We got a lot of sponsors on these new fishing
Yeah.
jerseys, which is really cool.
We since our last podcast, we added a big one with Jimmy Daly got us hooked up, and I can't remember if we gave him a shout out. If we did, oh well, we'll give him another one. It's Blossman's Gas, an appliance. They're one of our platinum sponsors now, so excited to have them on board. At the Raleigh Expo, we talked to the Deep Creek Lures owner, Josh Ballard, and he's kind enough that when they have the transitions, so when they make their baits, when they're doing one color and it's time to switch, there's a transition period and there's some color that get leaked. Both colors, the former color and the new color, get pretty much combined into the baits, and they can't really replicate that, so they can't sell it because if they start working and people want them to replicate it, they can't. So what he has done, this is the third year in a row that he's given us those type of baits. And I think you said, Ken, he gave us a couple, we won't say the exact amount, but he gave us a couple hundred packs of baits that were transitioned. So glad to have Josh on board again and Deep Creek
It's like our own
staff.
exclusive bait,
Yeah. Well, now you say
never
that,
to be never to be seen again.
well, that for sure, but we actually will eventually have our own exclusive bait. Lazy Baits. Anthony has created a mold that we're going to just be on the lookout. We're going to do a little special to see who wants to be the maker of a Take a Warrior fishing lure crankbait.
Hell
So
yeah.
That's awesome.
that's going to be
Heck
pretty
yeah.
cool. Let's see, Ken, you'll talk about the big one that you got here recently.
Yeah, just based off emails and back and forth. Fish USA is one of the biggest fishing tackle stores in Pennsylvania. And so I just reached out to them and they reached back out to me and we were going back and forth for like 2 weeks. and they have officially partnered with us and sent us 6 of their flagship fitting rods for our upcoming event. So that's awesome. So thank you, Fish USA, for your donation. And he even said that he's not done yet. So that's awesome. And the other one is the famous one that if you're a fisherman or especially bass fishing, is Rapala. Yeah, that was I was not prepared for that. So I got an email back almost. So I emailed him a year ago, right? And you always want to do a follow up email, just hey, we're still here. And it's one of those, we can all tell you here, it's all touch and go, literally. And so they responded back, and they gave us a really exclusive discount code with our own sign in, our own account. And it's like literally between 50 and 70% off their entire website, which is not just including Rapala, or Rapala. All you guys are out there like, you said it wrong. Rapala merchandise, but also their Crush City and all the other lures and products that they have. So that's huge, I think. And they even said that they'll start the first year with us, and then they'll see where they'll go after that second year. So I think that's pretty cool. That made my day.
Yeah,
I needed
for that one for sure.
Yeah. So that was awesome.
So to add on to that, I think that's it for this year. We got quite a few that we're working on, but if you're listening and you want to partner with us, you don't have to donate funds. You can donate product, because every fishing event that we have, we give a goodie bag full of, not full, but it has prizes in it. So if you want to give us, if you want to partner with us, donate any product that goes in the goodie bag. It doesn't have to be fishing related. It can be business swag. It can be pins like you write with P, and pins that you write with, stickers, koozies. It can be anything. Um, the participants, every participant gets the bag. So if you ever want to get your word out to a bunch of fishermen and military, then one ways to do it is put some swag in our bag. Um, are you before I say too much? Are you going to what else? What's our next topic? I forgot to print out the agenda.
Oh no, you're good. It's how to, like, if they wanted to donate monthly sponsorships, a one time or recurring, how they would do that. And you're right on the
Okay.
money right there.
Yeah. So it's funny you say that, because when I was on my previous call a second ago, they were asking us, telling us that we could do this, and I'm like, we've already got it set up. But if you want to do monthly donations, you can go to our website. If you want to do a one-time donation, you go to our website. If you want to do a sponsorship, you can go to our website. And for all you that don't know, we are all 100% volunteers. We do not have a secure funding source. So that secure funding source is the monthly. That's really the only thing that we can budget on when we do set a budget. Everything else is hypothetical and guessing. But the more that we get from the monthly, the more a better budget we can set, which means it's better we can do for the Warriors. I don't like talking about money. I hate asking for money, but unfortunately, we've got to the point that we're big enough that we have to have the money. Number one, to pay for the websites, to pay for the insurance, to pay for the nonprofit fees, to pay up front for the apparel, which is marketing, to get our names out to the other Warriors. So unfortunately, we have to have money to pay for the stuff to make a nonprofit run. And it's just part of life that I don't like about it, but it is what it is.
It's a reality.
Yep.
And
Well, and I'm proud to say that all the money that comes in goes right back back out to make it happen. So
it don't stay long. I can tell you that.
it don't stay long.
No,
and Kaylee, we forgot the other good news. Myself and Kaylee, we reached out to Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Yep.
And we had a good meeting with their boss rep and their marketing. And we now officially have Fort Jackson. We're partnered with Fort Jackson for their boss, which is a better opportunity for single soldiers. And Fort Bragg also renewed the contract with us for 2026 as well. And Cherry Point just got an email today from Ashley Jackson, and looks like they're going to be sending their single Marines to our events again. So that's all good news.
And the Coast Guard is the captain, as long as they get funded with a budget, because they don't have a budget right now. Or they don't have funding right now. But if they get it, if they get it, then the captain's already told me of the sector of North Carolina that they're all in, and they'll send Coasties, and he's going to come too. So that's pretty awesome. And I think they'll send the 47 footer will be there. I asked for a flyover. I didn't get a response to that yet, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. But the 40,
There's still hope.
yeah, the 47 footer will most likely be there, so that's pretty awesome.
Okay, we'll take it. I mean, no,
Yep.
we take warriors of all variety out on the water as often we can, but I do know that we all have a soft spot for those active duty guys and gals. So
Yep.
excited to
Yep.
hear about all the partnerships that we've got going for each of the events.
Yeah, and speaking of Beaufort, they had that event has had the Warriors come out of the woodworks to sign up. So, which is a good problem to have. But we are kind of in a situation now where we have almost twice as many Warriors than we do boaters signed up for the event. It's still early, but where the board and ambassadors and directors have our work cut out for us. We got to get the word out and get as many boaters as we can to sign up, because I don't ever want to get to the point where we have to tell a Warrior we can't let them fish our event because we don't have a boat for them. So, boater, if you're listening, please pass the word. I've reached out from the last year's list. I got a couple of responses. So I'm gonna now start. That was an email, so I'm here soon. I'm gonna start texting everybody that did last year to see if they're going to sign up and if they can bring at least one out of the boat or with them. And we just got to hit hard as a group to make sure.
Yeah, and that's the Beaufort event. That's Armed Forces Day weekend on May 16th. So if you're not traveling that month, come up and over to Beaufort. And hang out with us for that saltwater event. It's a great event. The whole community shows up. I mean, that whole community shows up for anything that goes on in that town, but the whole community shows up. It's one of our favorite events, and so we definitely need the boaters and anglers to rally for that one.
Yep,
absolutely. And we got a new episode. There I am. A new issue of Tight Lines coming out soon. And again, we got Deep Creek in there as our sponsor spotlight. They definitely deserve it. I went there to Deep Creek in Dunn, North Carolina, where I met Josh, and I toured everything. And then I asked him, I said, well, I want to do something different this year with our podcast. I don't want it just to be us talking. I want to be able to reach out to our sponsors who do very unique things. This is why their businesses are so successful. And I asked him, like, cool, would it be cool if I were to watch you make these plastics? And he's like, well, yes, but up to a point where it's our secret recipe. And I'm like, oh, no problem. I'll cut that out completely. So Josh is in. I know I talked to Cosmotology. They're in as well. They like that kind of, I guess you could say visibility for their businesses, because it shows that, they're what they're doing and how they're doing it. And just like I said, the uniqueness on how they do it. It's just, I walked around there and I was like, he's like, yeah, this is a 50-gallon barrel liquid plastic. And I'm like, holy crap. Like that's, and he was like, explain to me how they press everything together. And then I couldn't talk about the other thing. He said that was secret. So I got you, Josh. I won't let the secret out. But yeah, it was just, I thought about it and I said, we actually, I got some time and I can go there. I can create some content. And, I just think it's really worthy of to put on a podcast and just dedicate that to them. So yeah, that's really cool. So that's what's happening. It's going to be down the road, but it's coming.
It's so funny that you talk about secrets.
Let me mention another sponsor that you mentioned. We've mentioned before, but he's been here since the beginning. And that's Car Cosmetology, Matt of Car Cosmetology. We got a new trailer. We got an additional trailer. They wrapped it for us. Maybe when we're talking about this, Ken, you can show the pictures of the trailer and then the two boats that's been wrapped. We got Pete and Trey's boat wrapped. Obviously, the truck that I drive and the trailer that we had initially was wrapped. All the big banners that are flying at our events, Matt's group makes. They make our stickers. So Car Cosmetology, the flags, the magnets. When I say the flags, when you're going to on a Saturday afternoon in North Carolina, not really North Carolina, South Carolina or Alabama, you see Auburn and Alabama flags on the vehicles.
Roll Tide.
Yep. So that's the kind of flags we got for our Take a Warrior fishing. And when we're going to events, they got us a few magnets. So shout out to Matt for all that he does and his crew does for us. So like I say, Matt has been with me since the very beginning. He made the very first banner, which I got to get back from Jason Watson. But he made the very first banner and has made it ever since. So I can't be very thankful for what Matt and his crew do.
Yeah, they do awesome work.
Yeah. And I do want to do another shout out. You mentioned his name, but we've had a couple additions. I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun, but we got some additions to our staff and our group. One that's really hit the ground running is old Mr. Chris Hightower. He is our director of boatings, and man, is he really knocking it out now. With every day, he text group with us three, and then Chris every day. So,
Every day.
in addition to Chris, in addition to Chris, we've expanded 2 directors. We're in the state of Wisconsin, the state of Florida. We got Joseph Palazza, who's the Wisconsin director of water relations, and then Chris Montgomery is the Florida director of water relations. So excited to have both of them on board. They're freaking awesome as well.
They both hit the ground running as well. Busy bees.
Yeah. Yep. Joe's been with us for a couple years, but Joe has been a boater that has taken out warriors, and he's come on board. Chris just set an event in Florida, so that was freaking awesome. We have added, just really made it officially public this week. We've added Gina. I can't say her last name, so that's how you say it.
Miss Gina.
Miss Gina. She's our grants manager. We haven't made the announcement yet, but we also have Seth Myko and then Eric Green. Both of them are going to help Gina and Kaylee get with grants. So as you can see, when and I'm not tooting my whistle when I say this, it's just pretty awesome how much it's grown. When it started, I started this in 2022 with my family and a couple friends and a couple coworkers, and we can go on. It could take us an hour to talk about the staff we've got now. So it's awesome how much it's grown to what it is now. And then in addition to those folks, we've added some ambassadors. Mike Powers, we've added him since January.
Andy King.
Was he since January? I know Andy King from Michigan. Let's see who else. It's tough to remember who all we've added or talked about. Eric Klink, a Marine, so we gave him some crayons. Rich Hastings, which we talked about. Let's see who's another ambassador that we may not have mentioned. Kevin Barber, I think he's retired. Robert Watley, who's been here.
Yep.
Robert's been involved as a warrior or something since the beginning. Oh, Virgil, we actually have a chaplain now.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that before,
Virgil.
but we got
I don't think we've talked about him on the podcast, but definitely need to shout him out.
Yeah, we probably need to get him on the podcast, let him talk about what we all probably need a little prayer anyway, so we get Virgil on here for us.
Every day.
But that was actually very exciting that we actually have a chaplain now. That means not just a chaplain, he is the warrior chaplain. So that's pretty awesome. Then our board members, Trey Thompson, Pete Chandrick, Chelsea Chandrick, Don Tylecki, Rick Naylor, myself, and then Ken, and then Kaylee's the director of community relations. We still need a director of water relations for the state of North Carolina. So if you're interested, we need you. And it takes a lot, but if you're doing it for the right reason, you'll want to do it. We hadn't got one. I forgot to mention Ed. He's an ambassador from Wilmington. We gave him a box of crayons too. Let's see. Sorry if I've let you out an ambassador was. Let me look before I leave anybody out.
We've got a list. It's really way more fun to just watch you remember everybody off the top of your head. It's something I tell people all the time. We'll be at these expos or getting ready for an event, and someone will walk up and say, "Hey," to Dwayne, and it only takes him about 10 seconds before he knows exactly who they are, what branch they served in, and probably what boat they brought with them.
I try to remember everybody. See, Virgil, I mentioned.
You do a damn good job.
Chris, Joe, there's Chris, Gina, Robert, we said, Rich, we said, Ed, we said, Eric, we said, Kevin. I think I said everybody. Andy.
You did.
I said everybody. Holy cow.
You did.
Wow, look at you. Golf clap.
All right, I've talked too much. Y'all turn.
All right.
I mean, you did kind of talk too much.
I did
thankfully,
talk a lot.
more than Ken did.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of talking too much, are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you call a fish that won't? What do you call a fish that won't shut up? And besides Ken,
I don't know.
Come on, this one is so easy. I thought for sure you guys would get this one.
Talk fish.
A big mouth bass, dummies.
Big mouth. Yeah.
All right. I like it. That was good. Actually, that was good. I like that.
That was a good one.
Hey, we're gonna throw in.
What's up?
Ken, when you make the announcement for this podcast, I think we're getting toward the end. So are we at the end now?
Soon.
All right. Well, what I want to do is give a way of free items, so they got to listen to the podcast to get to the point of where they
Okay.
can free it. So let me know. We'll say what that free item is and what they got to do to get it.
Okay. So let me see real quick here. We can be found on social media platforms, y'all. We can do, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, you're watching it here on YouTube. Details, descriptions of all discussed information will be provided in the video description below. One thing we forgot to mention is myself, and Pete were on the Two Bald Biologist podcast.
Oh yeah.
And when that comes out, we'll definitely share that link. But that was cool. Like, those two guys are like, I really think they have, like, when you get two smart people in a room and they have like this, like, I'm just like, the one guy thinks he's smarter than the other and vice versa. You can just feel that. But they are such friends that it was awesome. Like, we're sitting there watching them and they had questions at the very end of their podcast and they would answer these questions and he would stop because he already knew that no matter what he said, the other guy was going to just troubleshoot him. So he would stop. He's like, and he looked over at Carl and he's like, all right, man, this was Ben. He's like, Carl,
Go ahead.
I already know the answer that I'm going to give, but what would you say? And then Carl's like, well, Ben, it was just a really good environment. We thank you guys, the two bald biologists, the North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission. It was a great experience. I still owe you guys some swag. You hooked up me and Pete with some swag, so I got to return that favor when I'm up in Raleigh visiting my daughter. So definitely thank you for that opportunity. It was humbling, and more importantly, be able to share take away your fishing in our mission. So thank you for that.
I can. When you give them their swag, make sure you call him his right name though. It's Corey.
Is it Corey, not Carl?
Yeah.
I got you. You're absolutely right. I appreciate that. But yeah, so we're coming to the end of our podcast. So what is the contest there, Dwayne?
So they'll have to listen to the fish joke and tell us what the answer of the fish joke is. And then at the end, if they tell us let's see, what are we going to do? What give them one of their older jerseys. We have a couple older jerseys left from 25.
Yeah.
So we'll give them a 25 jersey. If they tell us the answer to the joke, and what's something else we can think of right now if they need to say
How
as
many
well.
fingers is Haley holding up right now?
Was that 3? There you go.
It's 3. There you go.
All right, so they can answer the question, and then
Haley,
they got to tell us.
It's Coast Guard. You got to do it very
You're lucky
slow.
it wasn't one finger.
1, 2, 3.
I couldn't read. My glasses are off. I couldn't see. So there we go. We'll send you a jersey.
All right, guys. Anything? One more around the room? Anything to add before we all part ways?
Nope. I appreciate it. We're going to have a good podcast. Ken and I were talking about scheduling some good folks to come join us for the year. Make it more interesting for you. Get some smart people to talk about fishing. Get some warriors to talk about their experiences, boaters to talk about their experiences, why they want to be part of it. So we're going to try to make this a lot. Not that last year wasn't interesting, but try to make the podcast even better, like we do the whole organization. Each time we get together, make it better. So that's what we're going to try to do.
Awesome. All right, guys. You know the deal. For those who are about to fish, we salute you.
Bye, y'all.